Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
Was there random yelling in the background? You hear the random second voice?
Yeah, it sounds like a child.
So she's wearing the ring, but she's in orange. She does kind of talk like the other sister too.
Well, but then she said what she just said. She said that it was a shock to him. Okay, because so early on,
didn't think we could keep.
Earlier on, that
the miscarriage was supposed to have made her infertile.
Yeah.
The miscarriage of the real wife.
Yeah.
But then he impregnated the replacement sister.
Yeah.
And he didn't know it was her, I don't think.
No, he didn't. That's what I was gonna say. Is that earlier?
So that's why she's pregnant. Okay.
Earlier she says, "Oh, I had to ask him."
So the two baby story got really interesting.
I have to ask him if my sister can live there. My pregnant sister that he never knew anything about. So she shows up and is like, "I'm pregnant with your kid, Simon." So what she just said now relates to that sister and not Hannah. She says he was surprised.
Yeah.
We didn't know if I was gonna keep the baby. Blue mom is like
Blue mama
is like totally. They're all about keeping that baby. The orange one right now, who I don't think is the orange one with the hair down, is she's all like, oh, I don't know, like he was shocked. I don't know if he wanted to keep it. So that's the exact opposite sentiment that the other one has about the baby. So I think that's the other sister right now. I think orange with the hair up is the not Hannah sister.
I think both orange might not be Hannah. Because orange is the one that has to explain why she doesn't have a bruise, remember?
Yeah, but...
And that's not going to, like, go away midway. She's not going to come back and have a bruise suddenly in the other... like, the other one will still have a bruise.
That's true. It's just weird that they did the different hair. Like, that. I feel like that was a weird thing to do. They're trying to confuse me.
I think we're just going to see a random orange clip where she does her hair.
Okay, oh.
Like, it's just going to come up. Maybe I can even Google hair.
You're going to get that song again.
Yeah, that's one of the... Yep, there it is. Nope, it's already up.
It's Rapunzel.
What?
The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince. And Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
I didn't know that's how that went.
Fairy tales are a mess.
Yeah, they're pretty gnarly.
Yeah, like Little Mermaid's ending is fucked. She like explodes into sea foam and dies. It's like, damn. And every time she walked around on her legs, it felt like she was walking on glass.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, it's not a great story. It's not a great time to be the mermaid.
You know that the two-tailed mermaid on the Starbucks cups is like a cursed mermaid, but the reason that she has two tails is so people could still fuck her.
What the fuck?
So yeah, the two-tailed mermaid was invented so people can still fantasize about having sex with it.
Confusing.
It makes perfect sense to me.
Also, is the Rapunzel another analog because one of the sisters felt forgotten and isolated because of her pregnancy? It's like pretend sister tricked the husband into getting her pregnant, and then she had to like hide herself for a while for months because otherwise it would reveal.
Yeah, probably. Because obviously one of them was hiding or something, because he said, my sister that he didn't even know existed, who's pregnant in front of him, we have to ask him if she can live with us, and he said nope.
Not the first time we've had a piece of art narrative, like we have this in the song, that I think are supposed to parallel the main story. Which is a weird thing to do in a confession or in an interview for the police, is to like do break out the like songs and poetry that like parallel the crime you did.
Well, Well, no, I think they showed her that picture. I'm trying to think if there's some sort of psychological reason that you would ask somebody to analyze that picture.
I don't know.
Maybe she is the same person, and they are examining her for psychological evaluation.
I'll check these first, then we can Google like fairy tale or something.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. I bought a photo. They said I should bring a photo.
Now we know the cop is ginger.
This was taken last year on holiday in Rome.
Rome.
It's the best one I have.
His beard if his beard grows, it goes ginger.
What kind of hairs?
They found hairs somewhere. What kind of hairs?
What the fuck?
That was a really short one.
Why are there 3-second clips?
That's my favorite one now.
What kind of hairs?
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Rapunzel. Okay, so they found hairs and she's trying to discard the suspicion.
You could look up blonde
hairs.
or...
Nope. Rapunzel. There's a lot of Rapunzel in here. Wow.
Interesting.
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Are any of these in colour?
Aww. She wants the color.
Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
That is weirdly like an evaluation.
Yeah, that's like a psychological thing.
What is happening?
Did she pass? Pass how?
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent.
I like that too.
We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
Somebody microwaving in this room? They really like fairy tales.
They really like Rapunzel.
Fairy has 8 results.
Huh.
Okay.
Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play up there and make up our own stories.
Come and go quick.
So one of them must have been living in the attic or something. That's fucking scary.
Yeah, the secret extra sibling.
I always think about how scary it would be if you were living in a house like that.
You just found out somebody else was living there.
Like that real life situation that happened where there was a person living in their attic and they were like, "Where's all the food going?" And they set up a camera and they ended up finding out this old woman was living in the attic. She'd come down at night and take food out of the fridge. That was a real thing that happened.
That's distressing. That's distressing. There's some horror movie where there's a couple who's just deranged and they like kidnap little girls and try to raise them as their own daughter under a series of like really stringent rules. and they have like an attic full. They have like a basement full of like a giant pile of money, and every time that the girls like reach a certain threshold of like breaking the rules or not being good enough, they like are exiled into the house, and they like live in the walls in the attic and the basement, and they're like these weird like
They just like cram them in the closets.
Yeah,
and stuff.
they like live inside the inner space of the house like rats, and they like kind of morph and change over time and become more animalistic and more like deformed, and then like they just go and kidnap another one and try again.
Why can't they just like punch through the wall? It's not very hard to. I don't think it'd be that hard to do.
I don't know.
That's interesting. I like that.
It's a weird one.
What's that? Flowers in the Attic. You ever heard of that movie?
Flowers in the Attic. I know Flowers for Algernon.
Flowers in the Attic is a grandma who puts like drugs in the grandkids' cookies, and she keeps them in the attic forever. My grandma always told me I wasn't allowed to watch that movie because she didn't want me to think that she could be evil too.
It'll brainwash you against me. Against me. Yeah, it's called People Under the Stairs.
Ooh, that sounds spooky. I like it.
I had to try to trace my way back to a video that referenced in the first place. Yeah, People Under the Stairs. It's who made this? Wes Craven.
Oh, cool. Wes Craven's pretty on top of it.
It's there, and it's an odd one. Maybe we'll have to track that down sometime and see that weird that is. Anyway.
And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends, and Simon had a part-time job there too.
Do you have a fucking tattoo?
He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. You know? Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books.
I don't think she had a tattoo before.
Now I'm like, well, some of them always has long sleeve shirts on.
It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby.
Like, there's a lot of long sleeve shirts, but yeah, the original, the one that we're pretty sure is the real her, doesn't have a tattoo.
I don't know. I don't think so. Now I'm like,
there's no. They're right there. There's no tattoo.
Well,
here.
it looks like the cup is covering where it would be.
It's pretty prominent though. She has a hell of a tattoo by the time there's a blue shirt. This is on. See, this is June 25th. Here's where she has a bruise. 2 days later, she's replaced by the other sister, and this is like 4 days later than that. And here she's with a tattoo. Meanwhile, like, yeah, the other versions of her, where we're pretty sure it's the replacement sister, you can't see if she has a tattoo. But like, that shouldn't be that. And I can check, like, baby? Or was one that we saw her? Yeah, she doesn't have a tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a different person. Wow, that would have really given it away if we hadn't already figured it out to some extent. If we, like, seeing this, we'd be like, hey, on a minute, how'd tattoos show up?
You think that one would hate that because she wants them to match so much?
Yeah, it's weird. When we finish this, we'll have to search tattoo.
Yeah.
There are 2 more messages here, though.
Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. You do what you can.
It looks like a snake wrapped around an apple.
Ooh. I was gonna say, I thought I saw a snake too, but I was thinking like a heart or something, but...
There's definitely a snake, but I'm not sure what the blob is.
Cool. I love snakeses.
She wasn't my real mother, but she raised me.
Mother.
Do you want to hear the story?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
It's a real life fairy tale.
Okay.
Okay, so
Well, we got to follow that up apparently.
we're gonna do tattoo and then we're gonna do mother.
Acknowledge tattoo, please.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not books so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
Okay.
I never got that. It seems like more hassle to have to manage your glasses than to just wear them. Here's tattoo lady.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
Oh, you're right, Keith.
Hey. Express my individuality.
So I bet you one of the sisters is trying to break free from the other one, but
What? What if when she? So we see sister with bruise, then she gets replaced by sister with no bruise. Then sister with no bruise gets a tattoo to express her individuality, and someone said, "My sister's never coming back."
they got what?
Is the sister dead?
Yep.
Did she kill the sister?
We already looked up sister.
Yeah, no, I mean like. Yeah, so the person who said my sister, yeah, sister is gone, is the crazy one, or the evil one. So she said my sister's never coming back. I think this interview takes place after she's found. Well, that's only like a day later, though. I don't know.
Well, go.
But she says her sister's not coming back.
Did that one have a ring? The one with the tattoo? Is that her? Is that Hannah? Or is that this one? Because what if she killed her because she got the tattoo? What if Hannah is trying to be different, and so this crazy one killed her because she doesn't like that she's trying to be different?
Maybe. But I kind of think that. I kind of think that the evil sister killed Sam, and then eventually, over the course of these interviews, replaced her own sister and killed the married sister, and then got a tattoo after that
to express
her newfound individuality, because she's no longer living under the cloud of her other sister, like in the shadow. And then she goes on to say, "My sister's gone and not coming back."
Yeah, because the one who did say that is the evil one, we think.
Yeah, because it's this girl. That's the one that my tag still says it. The sister is gone.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah. And she's the one with the tattoo.
So I moved out. Got a small bed sit. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion.
So yeah, I think it's that one.
I was singing in a bar in the evenings. So I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
This is the one where she's supposed to explicitly be the second sister. That's where she's in character as the second sister. She's not supposed to. She's not in disguise in that interview. But when she shows up in like orange or whatever, she's like specifically replacing her sister.
So you think there was like a point where so obviously initially
because the cops know the sister exists, and so there are interviews where it's actually supposed to be the other sister.
Well, I think that they only know maybe after a certain point.
Yeah.
But because at the very beginning, the Hannah or the bad sister mixed together, they come in to tell them that Simon's missing. So we have to remember that it all starts with that, with them like reporting a missing man, and then eventually. I think eventually they find out that there's two, but I don't think initially they knew there's two. I think they both were coming in to report him missing. Or one of them came in to report him missing. Because these are all later date ones. They're all the July ones.
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo.
Eve.
Told me it was a palindrome. Like, that would
Eve.
impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
So this is about her performing and singing, and Hannah finding Simon finding her and
On
being
accident.
obsessed with the fact that like it looks just like his wife.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the weird thing. Oh, her name's Eve.
That's what I said the whole time,
Yeah.
Keith.
I can't. I'm listening to the interview. Because I was like, hang on.
The audience
her name's
heard.
also a palindrome.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So I was like, what could it be? I'm like, oh wait, there's the snake tattoo. That's only one option, really. So their names are Hannah and Eve, and they're both palindromes.
Because they want us to think it's Hannah, but he
Which is like
said, "Oh, my tattoo."
Yeah, which is like a fun little detail. So now we verified that she's. Also, we verified that in this timeline, the first time Simon met her, she had a tattoo already. So that means she has a tattoo in every single one of these interviews. She didn't get it midway through. She has the interview before the murder. So she has the interview. I mean, she has the tattoo before the murder, so she has the tattoo in every interview.
Okay, but what's confusing?
So if there's ever an exposed arm with no tattoo, then it's Hannah. And if there's a tattoo, it's Eve. And if they have long sleeves, we got to figure things out otherwise.
The thing is confusing, right? Is okay. One of them said, Okay. I had to introduce my pregnant sister to my husband for the first time because he doesn't know that she exists. Obviously, he did fucking know that she existed because he met her a different time. Hannah said, I had to introduce my pregnant sister to him. He didn't know that she existed. He said that she couldn't live with us. I thought at the beginning of this one, when she says, so I moved out. I thought that was in relation to that earlier quote, but it's not. Because she just met Sam this time.
The word Eve comes up.
Also, look at the fourth
You're right.
one.
The down one?
Yeah, she's like passed out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe she's crying.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Well, my friend Eve.
Friend?
I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
So they're not even sisters.
No, they're still gotta be sisters. There's no way.
After this, we gotta look up mother.
I think she just doesn't want to admit that she has a sister for some reason here. But
That's Hannah.
But that's Hannah admitting she resented Eve because of the way that Eve could like seduce boys and everything.
Which is, according to Eve, was like something that they did together on purpose, so obviously that wasn't...
Yeah, but Eve specifically seduced them every time, whereas Hannah would only sleep with them. Because the only person that Hannah ever like had sparks with was Simon.
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater.
Whoa.
Damn.
There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up afterwards. It was a love-hate relationship.
Obviously some hate.
What a thing to admit to.
Yeah, why would you just tell someone that so
Why?
casually?
What a thing to tell someone about.
A police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing.
Bob Dylan!
We could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
We gotta remember Portsmouth.
That's not nice.
Portsmouth is where they lived when they were living together with their parents and everything. Having to do peak pretending.
Yeah, I don't think they're sisters.
You don't think they're sisters? How could they not be sisters? They're the same person. They look identical.
I told my parents about Eve, so they let me. They didn't punish me.
A police station. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
How does that work?
Exactly.
Even she referred to her as her sister. Like,
No.
we're not making that up, even though it would make sense to make that up because they look identical.
Oh.
Because of the same actor.
Oh, you're right. I forgot that the other one, they'd have said sister.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Was there another one?
Is there a third one?
Is there somebody else named Eve that doesn't look like them?
No, because Eve was the one with the snake tattoo. Eve looks like them.
But is somebody else also named Eve from their childhood? And it's like a red herring Eve.
Oh my gosh, no, they can't do that shit.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
She's fucking talking to herself.
Poor son.
Did she not know there was a camera? You're just
She was
saying these things
fucking-
out loud.
She's fucking Morse coding herself.
I don't know what that was. That was weird. Like, that was super
How are they
odd.
not the same person? They gotta be like the same fucking person. Or something. I don't know.
I don't think that was Morse code.
It was that she was doing she did one hand. I don't know if it was Morse code, but it was,
Tempo didn't make any sense.
it was one hand, and then the other hand would respond, and then it was this hand. They would talk. The hands were like trying to like acting like they were talking to each other.
She might have just been fucking around a little bit, or it might be
It was weirdly
some
distinct.
kind of weird palindrome or some kind of weird thing that has a reference to something. But I don't think it was Morse code, because Morse code's a lot of stopping and starting.
Yeah.
It makes some kind of sense.
I do think though.
Whereas each individual hand was moving at a consistent speed. It almost felt like a paradiddle or something.
I don't know, man. I think
No, there's
she was,
there's too many on each side for a paradiddle. I don't know why I said that. Do you know what a paradiddle is? It's the weird little rhythms that drummers play with. You think they would just go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, but they have like specific rhythms where they like do like left, left, right, right, left, 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 right, right. Like there's like weird little like rhythms that they learn, and I don't really entirely know the purpose for it. But there's like, let's see, paradiddle. You get like little sequences.
oh,
Yeah, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Where it's like they even out as like 50-50 by the end, but they aren't equal. But they aren't just an alternating pattern. And I'm not 100% sure what the point is. Maybe it sounds different, or maybe it's just a way where you make your maybe just make the rhythm more complicated in order to keep your time.
I think
instead
you
of just,
you gain
instead of just going
for control.
instead of
You
just
learn
looping
control.
forever. I don't know. That was weird behavior, though.
My mother called me Eve.
Well, that just brings it right out, doesn't it? My mother called me Eve. Mom!
Or like mother.
Yeah, I want to see mom first, though.
Mum.
Just remember to search both. Because neither word includes the other word, so you can't just search one or the other. Because it's a verbatim search engine.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
Why does she not know about that? The other
Does
one.
she seem to not know that it's Rapunzel?
Yeah, the other one was very into it. And said that we growing up, we both had a book. We both looked at the book all the time. We both read Rapunzel all day.
It's Rapunzel.
Oh, what the
The
fuck?
story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower.
Necklace, ponytail. I mean, it's like the same person.
They're the same person.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window.
Is she sad?
sad?
Question mark.
She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
What's the time
It's Rapunzel.
on the
Story
like?
starts when-
You do a little comparison. Huh? They're literally. It literally just goes into it.
Yeah, they're the same clip, basically.
But why does she?
I think that she was just asked to describe the photo, and then the next clip is her being like, "This is Rapunzel. I know who Rapunzel is," and then she just explains who Rapunzel is. And so
That's, I don't know. I guess so.
the first one's a literal description, and the second one's a more familiar and abstract description of the premise.
Yeah,
It's recognition.
yeah, but the first one's like, I know. That's definitely a red herring. Then that's rude. That's rude.
Rude.